Now let's take a look at another tool, the post-block correction or cancellation. Here the client finishes the stuttered word, pauses for a moment to plan, then stutters on the word again in an easier way. Thus the client cancels out or replaces hard stuttering in a looser, easier and more controlled way. The use of cancellations discourages avoidance and builds confidence. But be careful here, the client must complete the hard stutter before pausing and saying the entire stuttered word again more easily.
The next thing I want to teach you is called cancellation. And so this kind of cancels out a stutter after you have it. And so keep doing what you're doing, which is to try to catch stutters and say them easily. But I'm going to kind of bombard you with questions and put a little more stress on you, and hopefully you'll have a real stutter, a tight one. And if you have a tight stutter, if it just comes and hits you before you can do anything with it, that's fine. Just go ahead and finish it. But then pause afterwards and then try to say it that new way with a little less squeezing and maybe a little less speed. So it'll probably sound like this. I went to the Washington Zoo, and I saw the hippopotamus there. Okay, so do you kind of get it? It's catching a tight one after it happens, pausing for a bit, kind of getting yourself set so you're thinking about saying it in an easier way from the very beginning and then saying it that slightly easier way.
Right.
Okay, tell me about what your absolute favorite thing in Washington, D.C. was, even if it wasn't seeing anything, even if it was you and your friends sort of running down the streets yelling or whatever it was. And as you're doing it, if a real tight stutter hits, then stop afterwards and try it again in an easier way.
Well, one.
Great. Okay, that's perfect. It was just like on the first word. That's amazing that you could do that. Okay, so I'm just amazed that you caught that so quickly and you're able to sort of finish the word, pause, and then try it that easier way. So see if you can do another one like that.
One of the most fun things to do was being taught how to make card like castles, and then we made like lots like cities of them. And they shot them down with like rubber bands.
As you're talking, see if you can make those pauses just a little bit longer, so you're literally thinking hard about saying the word again in a nice, easy way. Okay, lengthen the pauses just a little bit, but otherwise you're doing absolutely great. Tell me a little more about that. Like, where did you do that? And
well, we
good. Okay, nice pause.
We're at the apartment, and Connor Bibb's sister, who my friend, she taught me how to make them, and then
okay, a little bit longer on the pause.
Sorry, and then we kind of just like shot rubber bands at them. They all fell down.
Okay, so these are like you'd make a house of cards.
Yeah.
Stack cards. Anyway, you've done a great job on those cancellations.
You're identifying the stuttering when it happens, and of course you can't change anything unless you identify it first. So this is teaching you to identify it, the hard stuttering. It's then during this pause or this short time out that you're taking, you're then practicing what you just did so you can better cue into it and better get the feel of it, the proprioceptive aspects of it. In other words, the kinesthetic and the tactile cues that are so important for people who stutter to cue into. And then what you're doing after that, you're doing an easy form of stuttering, you're correcting it, so this is reminding you really what to do and how to do it. It cues you right into that.
All right.